Hello and welcome back to Quillpig Gaming blind playthrough of Hogwarts Legacy. In our last session, we learned how to breed Thestrals, and we acquired the Cruciatus Curse. In this playthrough, we're going to do a little bit of side questing, build more towards the main, talk to Sebastion again, and we're finally going to take off one of the side quests we've had for a very long time. I felt very silly when I figured out what I was doing wrong. Alright, let's get started. Alright, starting off where we left off last time. We had a person that wanted our help. Hello.
If I could have a moment of your time.
Hello, Sophronia. That was quite the quiz you gave me. What are you up to now?
Good test of one's knowledge, isn't it? I'm actually working on something equally interesting, but need help from a 5th year, so it's good you came along. Are you familiar with Herodiana Byrne? Don't answer that. Of course you're not. No one seems to know of her but me. She's only the single greatest Depulso master of all time, even taught at Hogwarts, briefly.
Well, I guess fascinating?
How interesting. I'm amazed I've never heard of her.
It's a travesty she's not more well known. I often read about great witches in my limited free time. There are many. Whilst reading about her, I learned that she built a secret Depulso training room here at Hogwarts. But in typical clever Herodiana fashion, one cannot access it unless one knows Depulso, which of course, 3rd years aren't taught.
And you're a 3rd year, so...
Quick one, aren't you? According to what I've read, her signature outfit may still be there. I would love to see it. Would you get Herodiana's signature outfit and show it to me?
Yeah, what happened to her?
What ended up happening to Herodiana Byrne?
In her later years, she taught at Hogwarts, but only for a short while. Just long enough to build a secret hall, it appears. Then one day, she just disappeared. Some say she actually banished herself. No one knows for sure.
How did Herodiana Byrne become famous by casting Depulso?
She once saved orphans from a wild Grafhorn by banishing it over Stonehenge. That's on Salisbury Plain. She once banished a meddlesome dark wizard all the way to Durmstrang while she was in the Alps. That one may have been exaggerated, but lots of the stories about her certainly aren't.
Okay, we'll see what we can do.
If you tell me where to go, I'll see what I can do about it.
Simply go to the Hall of Herodiana. It's at the base of the Defense Against the Dark Arts Tower. There, you'll find a series of Depulso puzzles concealing pieces of Herodiana's ensemble.
Very well. I shall let you know if I find anything.
I can't wait to see Herodiana's famous ensemble. Perhaps I'll make myself a copy.
Suppose I should look for that secret hall Sophronia told me about. It does sound interesting.
Oh, we don't have a... We do. Ah. Okay, so we push in the button.
Depulso!
Ooh.
This must be the entrance to the Hall of Herodiana.
Interesting. This looks like the Chamber of Secrets.
Revelio!
That one looks different. mace. And another mace.
Now to see if Herodiana Byrne was as good as Sophronia said she was.
Revelio.
This is gonna just flip the room.
Repulsor.
I see. The switch reset everything. Good to know.
Wingardium Leviosa. Repulsor.
Verdant hat.
Revelio.
I guess we just push this over to the other side.
Repulsor.
Climb up.
Revelio.
Nothing there, just interesting.
That chest looks interesting. That wasn't too hard. Wonder what's next.
Repulsor. Accio.
I guess that's what we're supposed to do.
Revelio.
Ah, okay. So reset the room.
Accio.
That goes there. Once they lock together, they're done. Pull this direction.
Accio.
Then we pull it this direction. That goes up there. Okay. Let's start off this one.
Accio.
Wrong one.
Accio.
Aim at exactly what we want. Go.
Accio.
Well, that didn't work.
Accio. Accio.
Okay, so the bottom doesn't work on that one. You can get that over there, though, I think.
Accio.
There. Yeah, let's do that. Grab this side. Now that should send it all the way towards the middle. Perfect. Okay, so then this one we'll send back
Accio.
to the center. This one will send all the way over here.
Revelio.
Haven't lost anything.
I think I'm getting the hang of this now. Just one left.
Okay, bring that there, slide it back this way. That's 2. It'll probably stop here. Yeah, because of the arch. These 2 would then go over this way. But that's not tall enough.
Revelio.
Okay, let's try this.
Accio.
Have to do it from up here. There we are. You can't go through there.
Accio. Repulsor. Arresto momentum. Repulsor.
What happens to him with me on it? Just falls and comes back.
Arresto momentum.
Stop.
Repulsor.
Go. Doesn't. Okay, so that doesn't do anything to it there. So let's try. Let's hit this side of it.
Accio.
There we are. Hit this end of it. Hit this side of it. Okay. Now we gotta be careful. There we are. And
Repulsor.
okay. So now we gotta get it back. How do we get it into a place? Oh. I kind of think I get it. Let's try to start over. Alright. You go.
Protego.
Not that.
Repulsor.
No, not that. Depulso. Go to that side. Now, come along all this way. Come along all this way. There we are. So you're straight over. Oh, I messed it up. I messed it up. We have to do this. Pull this one over this way. Now push it.
Repulsor.
Okay. Now pull it.
Accio.
That completes the bridge. Or at least enough of a bridge that we can jump over it. There we are. Now we snap that. And we pull this side.
Accio.
And pull this side. And that lets us cross.
That's the last of them. Seems I was a match for Herodiana Byrne after all. And this must be the last piece of Herodiana's ensemble. It is remarkable. No wonder Sophronia wants to see this.
Revelio.
All right. That was a nice little side mission. Yep, we got a few other side missions to go clean up. Try and get those relationship quests filled up in our accomplishments. All right. Actually, we can just flue powder back. She's right next to a flue powder station. There we go. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day. Yesterday was really warm where I am, but today was kind of cold, so hoping that the weather stabilizes a little bit and go out for my walks again. Actually, it's just coming into springtime, and I should probably start running in the mornings again. But it's so cold during the winter.
Sophronia, I solved all the puzzles in the Hall of Herodiana.
Incredible! Then you found Herodiana's outfit. May I see it?
Again, one good option, and then you got two horrible options.
Of course. Behold.
Oh, how grand! You'll look as majestic as Herodiana herself, the greatest Depulso master of all time. You're my second favorite hero!
Okay, so I'd mentioned one of the quests that we've had for a very long time, quests, is Ghost of Our Love. We've had this forever. So the map portrays a forest, bridge, and candles. I've put into my bag for reference. Use the map with floating candles to find the treasure. So if we go to inventory, this one. I was not getting what was going on in any of this stuff. But putting it back together, at night, near the forest, outside of town, go to this spot, and then use Lumos near the bridge, follow the candles. That's what I'm putting together now. So if we go to map, the spot that looks like that, world map, was not very far from where we found it. Is it that one? Yeah, it's this one. We travel here. I'll show you the bridge looks just like it, and the little archway it has to be this one. And I think we're in daytime right now, so we'll have to speed it forward to nighttime. I really wish there were a clock somewhere so you could
imagine how
see the time.
inconvenient travel was before I invented
Yeah,
blue
so see
calendars.
this? You got the sign on the left, Forbidden Forest. You got the sign on the right, Ministry of Magic. And then you got the Flue Powder location. Well, if we go into our inventory, and take a look at that map again, that's exactly it. Alright, so here, and then there's a bridge back behind us, which is a stone bridge with an arch like this. So we will advance time. Map. Here we are. And then we will put on the Lumos spell
Lumos.
and go to that arch bridge made out of stone.
Enchanted
And there's the candles.
Wonder where they're heading.
It's just silly. I didn't think of that at all. I couldn't
The
figure out
candles
whether
seem
to
to be
read the map
leading
from
into the
bottom up
Forbidden Forest.
or from top down. I don't want to fight anything right now. I want to figure out where this goes. It says it goes to treasure.
The treasure
more
must be
candles.
nearby.
As a love letter.
I suppose a picnic in the Forbidden Forest could seem romantic to some. Treasure hunting suits me.
There we go. I guess it is a romantic dinner for two, but it's in the middle of the Forbidden Forest. It's just not a good idea. Alright, but that does take care of that one. And then Hogsmeade. There's a quest marker up here. Is that the only one? I think so. Yeah. Yeah, so there's a quest marker right here. Also, I don't think we ever checked out the windmill since we got our Alohomora spell. So, we'll go do that. Not the windmill, the watermill. Kind of an interesting piece of trivia, at least to me. The mills, so they're mostly used to grind wheat. Like that's the primary purpose, like windmills and the water mills, at least historically. They also might be used for like bellows pumps for forging or for other repetitive work, or a pump to pump water. But on the milling side, why they're called windmills and water mills, because of all of the dust from the grain in the air, they explode, like, commonly. Just found that very odd to think, 1600s, you got a water mill, and just randomly,
Revelio.
he just explodes. And that's just a thing that happens. Okay, nothing over here? Guess not. Well, we checked. Back this way. All right. What is that? Rocks to skip.
Revelio.
I think we've got most of the stuff out of Hogsmeade. Don't think it has many surprises left for us. Wait, is that to leave town? I don't want to leave town if that's... Yeah, that's to leave town. I want to go this way. And go over here.
Revelio.
Ah, there we are. Hello.
Pardon me? Might I ask a favor of you?
Hello. Is there something I can help you with?
How do you do? I'm Satirissa Tugwood, and I have an exciting business proposition for you. Now, it may surprise you to learn that someone of my obvious esteemed lineage would be in business.
What?
But I only want to help the less fortunate.
So it is condescending, but it could also be kind.
That's incredibly nice of you.
Oh, there's more. You see, I've been experimenting with a new beauty cream. A cream that will rid our glorious school of the hideous, greasy pustules plaguing our poor pubescent classmates. But I've run out of the key ingredient, Bubatuba pus. Bubatubas do grow in the Forbidden Forest, however. If only I could pay someone to collect a few for me.
What precisely are bubotubers?
Disgusting things, really, covered in protrusions. One needs to squeeze them to collect the pus. They smell simply awful and seem to move on their own. Ugh, I wouldn't go near the things if it weren't for my devotion to my classmates.
It does seem nice of her.
How on earth did you discover that Booba pus clears one's skin?
One cannot rely on spells for all appearance enhancements. The errant cast, for example, could relocate one's eyebrows entirely rather than merely thinning them. My darling and now perpetually surprised-looking neighbour discovered that on her own. Poor thing. I am convinced that beauty potions are the future. I'm forever looking for ways to make this world a more beautiful place. I suspected that if pure Booba pus could cause boils, an altered form would likely reverse such abominations. And I was correct.
Okay.
I can try and find some for you if I have the time.
Marvellous. I'd go myself, but I don't want to. I only need a few Boobachubas, but they grow wild,
Okay.
so you'll have to look around. Our spotty classmates are counting on you, so you mustn't tarry.
Alright. World map. Well, I mean, that's kind of a dangerous area to go into. Right next to a troll there. Alright. Travel here. Fly over. It's probably best that you don't go into the Forbidden Forest by yourself. Kind of an odd character for well, one for the time period. Purple hair I wouldn't think would be that common in the 1800s. This way? Yeah.
This place has seen better days.
Wait. We got two different things on the map. This is the one to follow.
This is where Saccharissa said to go. And where are those Boobachubas? Revelio. Glacius. Bombarda. Descender.
Okay.
Revelio.
Incendio! Protego!
The trolls fighting all of them?
You will not survive this fight! Confringo!
Oh, that smells awful. Only 4 more, thank goodness. Revelio.
Oh, come on. Stuck. Stuck. Ah, there we go. Can't get through those. Can't get through there.
Revelio.
In the troll lair.
Just my luck. Glacius. Bombarder, Defender, Descender.
Oh, missed that one.
Protego,
Throwback.
Glacis, Descender, Bombarder, Defender.
There we go.
Revelio. That should do it. I'd better get back to Saccharissa now.
Where does this go?
Revelio.
There's no reason to really hang out here any longer. So let's just take him back. That was an easy enough quest. Hogsmeade map. Go here. Hand over the boo-boo tubers. Help out our classmates with their pimple problems. Yeah. And with this one, unless it generates another sub-quest afterwards, I think there's 2 more in Hogwarts that we've seen. And then there's one way over to the east. I think it's called Well.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Head up here. Yeah, I do feel relieved to have taken care of that note quest. There we go.
Saccharissa, I found the boo tubers you needed.
Splendid. I hope it wasn't too much trouble. May I have them?
See? Again. Yes, but for a higher price? Why would we do that?
Of course. Happy to have found them for you.
Thank you. And your payment, of course. Now I can begin perfecting my potion to save our poor pimply peers. Don't know who should be more grateful, I or our unsightly spotty classmates. One day the wizarding world will know my name, and you will have been a small part of it.
That's fair enough. Complete side relationship quests. What does that look like now? We're up to 70% completion rate. Was this one? No. This one. Claim rewards. Lucky Leprechaun Ensemble. Okay, there's 32 more side relationship quests and 8 more main quests. That's quite a bit more side quests. Okay, there's lots of side quests. 32 plus, what was that? 18, 50, 60, 69 side quests. And then 22, 28, 32, 34 main quests with 12 assignments. Yeah, that's quite a bit. Let's back out of here. And combat is our lowest completion rate. Haven't really been seeking out combat specifically, but lots of side questing. Would think that'd be a little bit higher. Pretty close on Inferi and goblins. A little bit low on trolls. Might need to seek out some trolls to take care of. Or we could do another arena. There were a lot of trolls in the previous one. I think there's at least 5 in that one. Dugbogs, I think, will take care of itself. Dark Wizards, I think, yeah. That's pretty low compared to how many goblins we fought. Or at least it feels like we fought way more goblins. Maybe not. I guess not. Maybe it's just that the goblin fights are more memorable. Alright. Did pick up some new gear. Nope. Nothing we want there. Headwear. Nothing we want there. Neckwear. Nothing we want there, so no changes. And let's go to quests. What do we have left? Not much. Absconder is level 30. Troll Control's 25. Sebastion, we definitely want that one before we go to his main quest. But let's go to that eastern quest because I don't want to forget about it. Main world. And it's over... Is it here? Yeah. Well. So we'll put that on. That's the only open world quest that we have at the time. I don't know if we can even go up here. I didn't see any way to get into this area, so I think this is going to be quest related to go this way. I think so. Alright, so let's go here. Go get this side quest, and then let's go talk to Sebastion on his side quest piece. I think we're doing pretty well. And this is quite a large game. This is our 5th? Yeah, it's our 5th week playing this game. I do 1 session per weekday
Seems
for about 2
enough
hours.
little place.
So that's quite a bit of content. Fly up there.
Ah, you look none the worse for wear. I take it.
Ah, that's the guy that gave us the absconder mission. That's who was talking. Oh.
Revelio.
Spiders. Dark wizards. Magic well.
Can you help me?
Is someone down there?
Down there? I beg your pardon. I'm here. There's no one here but me. Some thoughtless wretch casually tossed a bit of parchment into me and it caught. If you could please take it.
Okay, here's another one of these. Okay, so we've got a ruin on a bridge to kind of a citadel. That seems to be what it looks like from the map point of view. And then levitate something by a tree inside that ruin. That's what I'm getting out of this. So we'll look for this on the map. Valley. Going through.
Seems to be some sort of map.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. What a relief. I hope the map serves you well. Oh, at least better than it did me.
Alright. Well, let's look at the map. Start with where we are. That doesn't seem to be very fitting for us. I would think that it would be over here, but I could be wrong. Nope, not there. No. There were a couple places up here that might. I don't think so. What is this? Ah, Sebastion. That main quest. Yeah, I don't know exactly where that... where that quest would lead us. That doesn't seem right. But there is a medium-sized bandit camp up here. We might as well take that out. Something to think on. Well, I hope it won't take as long for me to figure out as the previous one did. How do we get up there? Right up here. Well, let's do this first. Hello. I'll be attacking you shortly.
Did you hear?
Hello.
Bombarder, defender. For that.
How delightful.
No!
Incendio!
Oh, come on. I pushed the different button too quick.
Places. Done. Descending.
Where are you? There you are.
Places. Descendo.
A lamb to the slaughter.
Revelio.
Nope. Okay. Three of...
Last week.
Revelio.
No.
Places. Defender. Bombarder. Descendo.
Oh, try not to make this.
Hello.
No!
Revelio.
Yeah, we're getting pretty tough.
Revelio.
Nothing we need down there. So, let's go to Sebastion back at Hogwarts. Oh, too far. There we go. Hogwarts map. And is that Sebastion? Nope, that's Weasley. Nope. Nope. There we are. Sebastion. Track that quest. And we'll come back to that in a second. Athenium, Depulso puzzle. That's the shuffleboard. Oh no, that's the shuffleboard. Alright. That's the closest. Hall of Hitter. Yeah. Travel here. Okay, so Sebastion side quest, and then there's a Weasley side quest. Was there one more? Or was that it? That was probably it. Don't really want to leave a very low ranked one behind until the very end and find it, because that's just annoying at that point. Loading time. Oh, here we go. Well, Sebastion.
You'll never believe what I've learned.
What did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a little difficult to interpret, but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse was unforgivable during his time. He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary, not to fear it. That's why we had to use Crucio to gain access to the scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
I think we did what we had to.
It was hard to do, but casting Crucio was our only option.
And I'm glad we did it, because in the spellbook I also found something else. References to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the holder the power to reverse dark magic curses.
That would
And
be
you
huge.
think this relic might be able to save Anne?
Precisely. I plan to search for this relic, but I don't think we should tell anyone. Especially Ominous. He wouldn't understand.
Almost definitely would not understand.
I see no reason to involve Ominous.
I'm glad you agree. When I know more, I shall send an owl.
Okay.
And don't feel sorry for Ominous. Keeping this to ourselves for now is for his own good.
I'll decide what's for my own good.
Ominous, we were just about to get some air. Care to join?
Oh.
You're a liar, Sebastion. I heard everything. You swore you'd never engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
No, I didn't. I said I understood you wanting that. I'd never swear to give up on finding a cure for Anne.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominous. I'll be on my way.
I am not letting this go.
Ominous, Sebastion meant well.
I know what I heard. You knew I wouldn't agree with this. Going after that relic is not a good idea. Sebastion doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they died.
Ooh, that's harsh.
I knew his parents died, but I never heard what happened.
Mr. and Mrs. Sallow were professors. Spent nearly every waking moment in the cellar library. Noses buried in books. Anne and Sebastion were upstairs when it happened. They heard a sudden crash and ran downstairs, but it was too late. Their parents had crumpled to the floor. A defect with the lamp in the cellar caused the room to fill with an undetectable toxin. Sebastion and Anne were helpless. They had no magic yet.
What a horrible story.
It is. That's why I can't understand Sebastion's recklessness. I've practically lost Anne. I cannot lose Sebastion too. Please avoid anything to do with that spellbook.
It's concerning, but it's also giving him hope. Let's go with concerning.
Some references Sebastion mentioned in the book do worry me.
I'm glad you understand. I hope Sebastion pursues this no further. But if you think he might, please let me know. It would mean a lot.
Revelio.
Really would like to find a cure for Sebastian's sister, but ominous. If they're well written, Ominous has known Sebastion for a lot longer. Ominous is also very certain. There we go. That he's correct pretty much all the time. So, I don't know. Sebastion is way too comfortable with lying, though. I mean, he stood up for us in the library, but he has been lying to Ominous like the whole time.
Oh, it's you! Just the person I need.
Hello?
Samantha, is everything all right?
No, it's not. It's my brother William. The one I told you about after Charms class. He's been cursed. He ignored my warning and now he's lying in St. Mungo's looking completely pathetic. He simply never listens.
I'm sorry, how exactly has he been cursed?
Oh, you won't believe it. Truly, but his feet were turned into purple beets. You can imagine his distress. And mine. I won't even go into the attention he was getting from our garden rabbits before he admitted himself to hospital.
Okay. She won't appreciate it being hilarious.
I'm so sorry. That sounds like a trying situation.
I'm glad you understand. Everyone else just laughs at me as if it's a joke. No compassion at all.
Well, it is an unusual situation. How did your brother end up like this?
It's entirely his own fault. I told him about some research I'd done recently on our ancestor Marmaduke Dale. In particular, my discovery that Marmaduke's tomb was cursed. My brother's always making fun of my discoveries. This time, he laughed in my face. Told me I'd misinterpreted my findings. As if that weren't possible. And to prove his point, he went right up to the entrance of the tomb and poof! His feet transfigured into beets.
Yeah, he needs help.
How awful. I can see why you're upset. He definitely needs some help.
Exactly. He may be a cape flapper, but he's still my brother. And no one deserves such a fate to last forever, especially as the result of a single brainless mistake. Now I worry that if the curse isn't reversed, it could become permanent.
Can't the curse be broken?
Possibly. The curse stems from a crest that was stolen from Marmaduke. If the crest were returned to its rightful place upon his sarcophagus, then I believe that William's feet may be restored. You battled trolls when they attacked Hogsmeade, escaped a dragon, and I could tell by your work in charms that you're a skilled spellcaster. Returning a crest to a sarcophagus should be almost effortless for you. So, will you help us?
They're very different types of tasks.
Why was Marmaduke's tomb cursed?
The curse is the result of an intense sibling rivalry between Granham Dale and his younger brother Marmaduke. Marmaduke was a famed herbologist, and Granum resented the attention that he received.
Sibling rivalry? Sounds as if it might run in the family.
But I would never intentionally curse my brother, not like Granum did. When their mother died, Marmaduke was given the prized family crest. Granum felt that as the eldest child, he should have been given it. Years later, when Marmaduke died, Granum stole it and cursed the tomb so that none in the Dale family could ever pay their respects.
Oh, that's harsh.
How do you know it's safe? I don't want my feet to turn into beets as well.
Oh, but the curse only applies to Marmaduke's descendants, as my brother so aptly demonstrated. That's why I need your help. You're unrelated to my family, so the curse wouldn't affect you.
Okay.
Why is your ancestor so well known?
He discovered the properties of several magical herbs and plants. He also uncovered numerous types of flora. The wizarding world owes him a great debt. His work not only impacted the discipline of herbology, but also potion making.
Okay.
I can take the crest to Marmaduke's sarcophagus for you.
Oh, thank you! Thank you so much! You'll simply go into the tomb where Marmaduke was laid to rest and place the crest on top of his sarcophagus. According to my research, the tomb's been abandoned for centuries, so it should be a fairly simple task. You'll find it just east of the hamlet of Brockborough. Thank you for your help. My family is indebted to you.
Alright, let's take a look at this quest. Beating a curse. Level 15. Alright. And map. World map. Travel. And then we can fly the rest of the way up. Hopefully this one's just a simple task, but they rarely end up that way. I keep thinking about that Sebastion ominous thing. I'm thinking that when the plot allows us to, we should talk to Ominous. And then, if anything comes up with Sebastion again about Ominous, we should basically take Ominous aside. Not that
I
it
need
is
to
his side,
find
but
the tomb near Brockborough
stay on the side
and
of
place Samantha's
keeping
family
Ominous
crest on a sarcophagus there.
that way. Dale family tomb.
Wonder if I'm safe to explore in there. Revelio.
Any Inferi inside here? Hopefully not. They seem kind of heavily used in the game versus in the books. In the books, it was just people that Dark Wizards had cursed into that form. And here, they just seem to be everywhere.
Revelio. Well, my feet didn't turn into beets. That's a good start. Descendo. Revelio.
There's a troll down there. Yep. Herbology, so there's the plants.
Should have known a herbologist would use Devil's Snare. Revelio.
Okay, so this is double-sided. We can go through the Devil's Snare, or we can go to the side. I don't know which one's the main way. So let's go this way first.
Incendio! Confringo! Revelio! Accio! Descendo! Bombarda! Revelio!
It's a nice workstation. Okay, let's just send the next chamber over.
Bombarda! Revelio!
How do we get up there? Maybe we come back that way. Okay. Well, Devil's Snare is the way it
Lumos.
is. Even though I hate the sound. And slide.
A troll?
Yep.
You can't be serious.
Hello.
Glacius! Bombarda! Descendo! Defendo! Protego! Glacius! Bombarda! Descendo!
Throw back.
Glacius! Defendo! Protego! Glacius! Descendo! Bombarda! Defendo!
There we go. We got him.
Should think they felt that in London. Revelio.
Anne is getting worse. If there is any chance that the relic from Slytherin's spellbook can help her, I must find it. I'm requesting your help. Meet me outside of Feldcroft, near the catacomb.
This is the one that I saw? Yep. Couldn't go through there.
Well, Marmaduke certainly left behind more than plants.
We are loaded up. Alright, and then this is the final area. Over here. Just mapping it out. Yep, and we came down there. Alright. Inconvenient place to put a tomb.
A sarcophagus. This must be Marmaduke.
Why is it open? Place?
That should reverse the curse. Hopefully.
Okay. So I guess we have to go out through this way, since we can't go back up that slide again. Back here, over this, to the left. And back out to the beginning. And we can go turn this back in. Find out how her brother's doing.
Samantha will be glad to hear that the crest has been returned. I certainly hope it reverses the curse.
Alright, Hogwarts map. Why does it only go to there? Again, it's very strange. Why doesn't it go all the way to her? Travel. Yeah, the way they do pathing to get from one place to another just doesn't seem to work on the Switch very well. The spell to take you from one place to the next that points you there, that seems to do a bit better. And that we definitely relied on that at the very beginning of the game. It was necessary. Not so much anywhere outside. Oh, she's down there. Oh, right here.
I'm happy to tell you that I returned the crest to Marmaduke's sarcophagus just as you asked.
I thought as much. I received word from St. Mungo's that my brother's feet are back to normal. No more beats. Oh, I cannot thank you enough. It wasn't too much trouble, I hope.
Yeah, nothing we couldn't handle.
Just a measly old troll. Nothing significant.
A troll? Oh dear, I'm so sorry. That's awful. No one has been in that tomb for centuries. But I can't say I'm surprised. Marmaduke seems to have been full of surprises.
Indeed he was.
Well, I suppose I should be going. I'm anxious to see my brother, who must be elated to have his feet back.
Of course. I certainly would be.
William and I are forever in your debt. Thank you again for what you did. Oh.
Not a written example of herbology, practical.
My interest in herbology stems solely from my desire to excel in potions. If you can't brew with it, don't grow it, I say.
Never seen devils.
Okay. So now let's take a look at quests. Shadow of Time, meet Sebastion at the catacomb. Well. Still don't know what that is. That may take a little while to figure out. Shadow of Time is the lowest level. Alright, but then we also want to take a look at our gear to see what our space looks like. 23 out of 40, that's probably okay. I mean, nothing that we'd have to keep. And we have enough items that we can destroy if we need to. Yep. Yeah, that's fine. Okay then. Let's go back to the map. And the world map. And Feldcroft. Travel there. And do a second quest with Sebastion. And the only other quest that we know of that we haven't collected is Weasley, the student, not the professor. Should probably go, if we can pick that one up. Sometimes they pick up and sometimes they just do it right away, sort of things. But we do want to pick his up pretty soon, because that's been available for a while and we haven't gotten it.
Looks rather dark in there. Never stopped me before.
You're here. Good.
Sebastion, that relic you mentioned.
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
Yeah, what else?
I'd be interested to know what else the student discovered.
Have a look. Unfortunately, there's no name on it, but I suspect if it was important enough for Slytherin to stash in his spellbook, it's worthy of further study.
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't. I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do.
See, that makes me feel like even more we should have told him. Student report. The catacomb assignment yielded more than I'd imagined. Learning about our ancestors was illuminating. However, I stumbled upon something else I could not ignore. In an area behind the great room which had suffered decay and the turned over sarcophagi, I discovered an oddly shaped relic. Immediately I sensed its power. I would be thrilled to study the relic further if only the removal of objects were allowed.
I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb.
Alright, let's go. Well, it won't be boring, I'm sure.
Revelio.
I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
Ah, spiders.
Revelio.
Hello.
Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Confringo. At least now we know we're not alone in here.
Perhaps that was it. And the rest of the tomb will be insect-free.
Yeah, spiders aren't insects.
Don't start.
Alright, let's start with this.
Incendio.
Nope. Too tall. Alright, let's start with this, and
Wingardium Leviosa.
let's move you over here.
This room is taller than it looks.
Revelio.
Finding a chest in an inconspicuous loft. Brilliant.
Mounted house elf heads. I get that that's part of the universe, but
I'd wager the sarcophagi can be opened.
Accio. Opening all of these is tempting. Accio.
We're here for a reason. I'd say opening them all is justified.
Revelio.
we are kind of destroying a monument.
Incendio. Revelio.
Hello, bug.
Accio. Incendio. Revelio. Confringo. Sendo. Incendio.
Get all of it? Alright. And
Repulsor.
slam those. Pull on this.
Revelio.
Alright, so we came down to central. We've got a right and we got a left.
Watch your step. I nearly slipped there.
Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Confringo. Revelio.
All this grass. It no longer feels like a tomb. I've
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
such efforts and ran into problems.
Descendo.
David.
And then we're abandoned.
Exactly. We'll be fine, though.
Revelio. Incendio.
I think that's it. Yep. Alright, we came from the left, now we're going this way.
Revelio.
Okay, Acromantula.
Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even an altar with a pile of bones. Lovely.
Bones outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd. Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Accio.
Yep, find the relic here, which means we should be
Revelio.
looking elsewhere for other stuff. Let's go.
Descendo. Bombarda. Revelio. We're in a tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory. Accio. Revelio.
That's there.
Bombarda. We've made it this far, but clearly we have more to do. Revelio. Accio. I need to find a safe way across. Accio. Accio.
Can't do it with those around.
Ringo! Accio! Perhaps moving piles of bones towards the center will help. Wingardium Leviosa!
Why?
Wingardium Leviosa! I believe I need to use Accio on the pile of bones. Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Rickety Bone Bridge complete. Accio! Revelio! Accio! Revelio.
Okay, I think that's everything. Made a complete loop.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. There's something here by the altar.
Student journal. I foolishly mentioned the relic in my report and was reminded to leave it where it lay. But research must come before my fealty to the rules. I sensed something about this relic. I was told by those chosen by English oak wands have powerful intuition. I believe it. Therefore, when no one was looking, I acted. I conjured 2 barricades to isolate the relic. Ancestors forgive me, but I used their very bones as the key. I plan to return to it, but first I must ready myself for our next assignment, learning the Imperious Curse. The spell is said to serve well against enemies.
What did you find?
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Oh, wait. Over here.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced a space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades, I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperius Curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
Do you think the pages were left here on purpose?
Slytherin mentioned a student who excelled in charms and always carried a satchel stuffed full of notes. They might have been left on purpose, or the student may have simply dropped them.
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant.
Solved it.
There's more to this than even I imagined.
Revelio.
Before we trudge on further, I've just realized something. The student's diary mentions the Imperius Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
Yeah, what does it entail?
Shouldn't I know more about what the curse entails?
Remember the blasting curse? Same idea, except when it comes to unforgivable curses, your intention has to be clear. You have to mean it.
Where did you learn the Imperius Curse?
I taught myself. Don't tell Ominous that I've told you. It's not exactly something I can brag about, but it may come in handy. I think you ought to know it.
Okay. Yeah, let's learn it.
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries. Focus your wand movement. It's not an easy spell to master.
Okay. X, Y, B, A. Ooh. A
Here we
wicked
go.
looking,
Something troubling ahead. Be on your guard.
Revelio.
There we go.
Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Confringo. Revelio.
Alright. That. Oh, way more over there.
Incendio.
Might as well get rid of these now.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
How gracious of you.
I try.
Alright. Let's do this. Well, let's go do this first. Might as well take these guys out.
Incendio. Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Confringo. Incendio. Confringo. Never knew spiders could make. Bit dramatic, isn't it?
Is that all of them? I'm not asking for more. Just want to know.
Incendio. Accio. Confringo. Revelio.
Oh, so many passageways. Okay.
Incendio. Confringo. Accio. Revelio.
This catacomb has suffered decay, just as the student's summary described.
I doubt anyone's been here in quite some time.
Alright, that's that. We have not gone down this way.
Revelio.
It's a lot of bodies. Alright. We can't go that way. So this is our only path.
Revelio.
There's a spider in here somewhere.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Accio.
Oh, is there an order? You first. You first.
That worked. Keep going.
Alright.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Wait, where did we go? Over here.
Revelio.
You've been opened, you've been opened. Just need you.
Accio.
This looks different than what we faced before. Now we're also dealing with rune symbols.
Oh, I see. That one. And then the puzzle.
Accio.
You open that. Right. Good tip. Alright, Tetris. And then the tri-swirl.
Wingardium Leviosa.
You are head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely done.
Alright.
Revelio.
I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place.
It's got to be in Farai in here. No? Okay.
Incendio. Confringo. Incendio. Accio. Confringo. For a moment there, I thought that'd never end. Revelio.
Alright. Got some pieces still hopping around. Oh well. That doesn't leave. That doesn't leave. Nope. It's just this.
Incendio. Revelio.
Still good on Wiggenweld.
Dead end. Lovely. All that for nothing.
Hold on. Don't give up yet.
Relic's notes.
Accio.
The relic contains abundant potential. Its possibilities can benefit not only wizard kind, but the world, but the dark sacrifice involved to realize its intent may be too great. Until we know more, please do not remove this relic. Illustration.
Sebastion, the relic.
That
Look.
looks brutal.
Could it be?
That does not look like something we should take.
The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea. But we're here for the relic.
We should leave the relic alone.
The note advises to leave the relic alone.
I assure you, we were meant to find this. For Anne's sake, I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft. I must keep this relic secret, especially from my uncle.
Uh-oh. That's ominous. I'm siding with ominous on this.
Is that ominous? Ominous. The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastion, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastion, please, take a step back.
Fine, but Ominous knows I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
Why are we persuading ominous? Why aren't we persuading Sebastion?
How much did you hear?
Everything. I was glad to hear you tell Sebastion to leave the relic. We need to stand together. Convince Sebastion this is wrong.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
Let's talk to Sebastion.
You're right. This seems far riskier than Sebastion realizes.
Good. We're agreed. We don't allow him to leave here with the relic.
I do think we should talk to him, but I fear we won't stop him from taking the relic.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting we negotiate. We allow Sebastion to leave with the relic under one condition. After this, no more.
I feel that's what we agreed to in the scriptorium. I'm being taken for a fool.
You're not, Ominous. This may be the only way to keep your friendship intact. Let's trust him to know what's best.
Fine. If I trust him on this, I'm trusting you too. The dark arts seem harmless until it's too late. Go then. Leave with the relic. I'll not say a word more. I hope I don't regret this.
Sebastion, we're ready.
What is it? I haven't changed my mind.
Ominous has. Let's go.
What? Ominous?
I'll explain on the way. Come on.
You coming?
Revelio.
So, that was a dead end. Literally dead end. Not intended, but that's what it ended up being. Okay, nope. This whole thing. Let me go back up here. This way.
Well, what happened back there?
Ominous and I found a compromise.
Ominous simply needs a moment with you and he'll change his mind. Is that it?
I told him we ought to give you this chance, that the relic is too important to ignore.
There has to be more to it than that. Tell me.
We agreed on what was needed, Sebastion. You have my word.
I never wanted to keep all this from Ominous. He just doesn't understand. And I didn't want to worry him all over again.
Maybe he does understand, and it's still not a good idea. It's getting darker and darker with Sebastion. Need to do something to pull him back. You gotta do your best to save your friends when they can't save themselves. It is unfortunate. Sometimes you can't, though. And you have to let them go. So I'm hoping we don't have to let Sebastion just go.
As we were leaving, Ominous wouldn't even acknowledge me. That's not like him.
He was troubled, Sebastion. Even though we agreed to it all, it's been a lot to take in.
I thought he understood. He knew we couldn't give up. All of this is too important. For Anne.
How far off? Yeah, far enough. Oh, I can't. Okay. Can't fly.
When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what had to be done to get this relic. She thinks like Ominous. It'd only upset her.
That should be enough of a reason to know that there's something wrong with the way that we're going about this.
Oh no, this isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke! Over there, by the hamlet.
Yeah, that's not good.
Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
Okay.
Let's hurry. Revelio.
I won't rest. Stay back! Keep up!
Bombarder! Stop provoking them!
I'm handling it.
Defender!
Crack coming here.
Glacius!
It's a descender.
Glacius! We have to fight! Keep back in Lord's reach! Leviosa!
Descendo.
Got him! Bombarder! Ringo! Yeah!
Oh no. Oh. Oh, that's brutal.
Boy! What have you done?
Saved your life, but
Sister with an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastion. Stay away from her. From all of us.
What did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperious Curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
it may have been the wrong choice. There were other ways.
There was little time to react, but it was an unforgivable curse.
I acted in the moment. That's all. I shall make my uncle see reason. He cannot banish me from my own home, from my sister.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the tension a bit.
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while. I'll head back to Hogwarts.
Revelio.
Bombarder. Defender.
How do I get that chest out?
Bombarder.
That's Wiggle potion. Alright. Talk to Solomon.
What was he thinking?
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What Sebastion did was inexcusable. You cannot possibly be about to defend him.
He saved his sister.
Sebastion and I have encountered Ranrock's loyalists before. That goblin would have killed Anne.
This family does not resort to using dark magic even against our enemies. What Sebastion did cannot be undone. That you are defending Sebastion's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. You are as guilty as he is. Sebastion is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason. If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately. Why, Sebastion?
Okay. Where does that leave us on the quests? Need to figure that one out. Summer's Court, level 30, 25. 22 is the next mainline one. Yes. And then there's one more side quest that we know of in Hogwarts. Let's go to Hogwarts. No. Don't click on that. Hogwarts map. Which is over here. Him. And that's the closest one, so let's go there. And that would be Mr. Weasley. Mr. Weasley, the rule breaker and potioneer, I guess. Makes his own potions. Sometimes that don't end up too well. Ooh, that story with Sebastion just got dark.
Off on another adventure, are we?
I will have you know that
From the main hall, head over this way. And
hey, it's me, Gareth. Do you have a moment?
There's Mr. Weasley. Okay, so that's going to be our next quest, which we will begin next session. So this session, we closed off a bunch of side quests, and we kind of went dark mode with Sebastion. So got a lot of had a lot of time with him and got to see how he operates. I'm not sure how much further we can go with him on his path, but we'll see more next time, and we'll see what happens. Thank you for coming and playing along with me. I hope you're enjoying these. If you are, please like, subscribe, comment, and share out the videos. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.